Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the inside of my mob farm. I realised I forgot to turn on vertical stream on YouTube. Ah, well, I'll try and remember that for the next stream. Hi, welcome. How you all doing? I'm doing great. It's full screen that, so we haven't got an ugly black bar at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, this is the inside of the mob farm that we built last time that I streamed hardcore. So that's fun. Also, apparently it's nighttime. Cool. Let's make it not night. I like not night. Oh, I've just realised I can't see chats. I can't see either chat. That's good. That's very good. I haven't actually got Cast Labs open. One mo. Hang on. I'm definitely not an Egypt. Come on, Cast Labs. Do your thing. Do your thing. There we go. Gotta wait for it to connect to the YouTube chat. Ooh, it always takes a hot minute to connect to YouTube chat. Okay, cool. Cool. Can it please connect? That'd be nice. There we go. Right. Full screen. We are inside a cloud. We are inside a nice, great, big, fluffy cloud. Sweet. So, I have been down here already to have a look at how Mob Farm is doing, and ooh, not sure why I couldn't hear that. Wait a minute. Is my ability to hear things when I'm in free cam based on where I am? That's hilarious. Rather than where the camera is. Well played, mod. Well played. Alright, I am being extra safe. I know I could probably bucket clutch this, but we are in hardcore. And it's been a while since I've been on the hardcore world. Frack me, that's loud. How does stuff end up in there? Right, okay. Let's just get everything into the bottom chest. I'd say we've been successful. So, that's awesome. Also, hi. How are we doing on... Oh my gosh. We're doing well on iron as well. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think... Methinks we're doing alright. I do want... And this is... If shows watching, this will probably piss her off to no end. I do want to make myself a fishing rod pretty much straight away. I have the resources to make a fishing rod. I'm going to make a fishing rod. I'm not even sorry. 3. Yes! Let's see how long it takes to get a semi-decent fishing rod. I do want to build a fishing boat as well today, because I think it'll be far better doing this from a fishing boat. But I'm happy. I'm happy now. Life is good. Sitting here fishing. Waiting for a book to bite. With any luck. Oh, wow. I went almost northern. Well, kind of more Midlands. Any luck, a book will have mending on it. That's not a book, that's a fish. And, yeah. I don't know why I'm streaming. This is just gonna be me. No, in all seriousness, I'm not actually just gonna sit here all stream doing this. That would be ridiculous. But it is quite entertaining. Alright. I am kind of thinking I could make a bow and start doing shooty things, or I could see what fishing does, luck-wise. Oh yeah, I was building this on here. This is basically identical to the house that I built on How Not to Minecraft. It's almost as if I was going off the same general plan. Whoops. Well, it's a nice, easy house. Nice and easy house. Have we got no wood? Okay, that's a problem. We do need wood. I'm planning on making a small fishing boat, so it would be nice to have wood. There we go. I just realised I also don't have the fast leaf decay add-on on this world. I added fast leaf decay onto How Not to Minecraft, but yeah. I think with this, maybe I should just keep it slightly more vanilla. I don't know. What do you guys think? Fire tick is off, because I can do that in World Gen. But I'm not entirely sure about fast leaf decay and things like that. Because that is something that I can technically change. Because that's a data pack. I can pull it into the world and bring it back out of the world. Just by fucking about with the folder. I'm turning the music volume down, that's quite loud. There we go, that's better. If volume's still a little bit too loud, just let me know. There we go. You know what? I hadn't actually realised just how little I'd done on this world. I thought I'd done more, to be honest. No, I shouldn't say that. I've got two farms, a mob farm and an iron farm. It's not that small an amount done. However, on the How Not to Minecraft world today, I've started an iron farm. And the starter house is actually complete. So, you know, in some regards, How Not to Minecraft is already slightly further ahead. Oh, that's delightful. Wanted the rain. Definitely wanted the rain. Yeah. Alright, well, there's not much I can do about that at the moment. To be fair, it might be good for fishing drops. As long as I don't get killed by a creeper or something in the meantime. But I don't think it's quite dark enough for mobs to spawn, so I'm not too worried. It's just frustrating. Okay. I think the only mobs that I've got to worry about really spawning will be drowned, because they can spawn in the water where the light levels are lower, and pillagers, because they can just spawn wherever they like, because screw you. I think that's pretty much how this how pillager spawn code works. Where's the sun? You actually cannot see the sun. Okay, that's fun. You know what? Boop. It is raining. Let's see if we can take advantage of the slightly better fishing rates in rain. That wasn't my intention. But here's how it worked out. Is it better rates, or is it literally just fishing is faster? As a puffer fish, that's not useful. Go away. I think it might just be that fishing's faster. One major downside, though, of it being rainy is, at least for you guys, bitrate will be crap. I do apologise. Here comes the rain. Do-do-do-do. And I've got another book. Not a book. Fish. Cod. Whatever it is. I don't know at this point. I'm just going insane. 9:30 at night. And I'm going insane. Oh, yay, a bowl. The fishing gods have granted me the powers. The bowl. Awesome. And salmon. It is turning night now, so let's head back, make it not night. I am thinking fishing boat has got to have a bed on board. It has to. So, yeah. Removeth the rain. There we go. I've seen I've got a bajillion notifications on Discord. So I'm just going to clear said bajillion notifications on Discord. Ugh. Why is Discord like this? Why? Just why? Why? No idea. Do I seriously get 7 pings every time I go live? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Good to know. 7 pings just from going live. Hell yeah. Loving it. I've called up YouTube Studio on my phone as well, so I can keep an eye on how, not the stream, but just things in general are doing. How Not to Minecraft episode 1 is still pulling views. We're nearly 48 hours after release, which is just beyond weird and incredible, and honestly, I am amazed that anyone is wanting to watch it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed making the video. I personally feel like I did a good job on the video, but I'm also well aware that what I think is a good job is generally very different to what other people think is a good job. I do have Shears with me. Christ's sake. Right, okay. Go away. Go away, Bolt. It would help if I didn't hit Q to throw, because Q is not throw anymore. Q hasn't been throw for a while. On purpose. Come here, sheepy! Oh, nice. 3 in 1. Sweet. Where do I want my fishing boat? Ow. Where do I want my fishing boat? Don't know yet. Don't know. I don't want it to be a huge boat, so... You idiot. There we go. Nice red bed. I'm thinking maybe somewhere over here, as long as I haven't got any guardian temples nearby, because I don't want to deal with those. Have I got any dirt, actually, that I'll be able to use to get out there? Da 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 da. Yes. Back over there all to me house. Awesome. Dirt. Oh, good. I do have dirt. Let's grab that. Hey, horsey. Do I have a saddle? Unlikely. I do have saddles, right. Horse. 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 Come here. Come on. Please be mine. First try. First try. No. I'm not liking how slowly you're doing footsteppy things. Come on. Come on. I want a horse. I don't actually want a horse, it's just it might be useful. Did it seriously just flick an ear at me? You bastard horse, come on. Why can't I get it to like... There we go, right. That's not fast. Yeah, what? It's not fast, but it has got quite a jump on it. Okay. I see how it is. I don't think I got a lead though, so I am going to have to put this in a horse hole. So... Sorry, horse. You go in the hole. Try getting out of there on your own. Haha! Yes, that's how this works. Now, for the main event of heading out to sea. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to take down all this dirt as well. I am kind of thinking about that a little bit. God, that is ugly. Yeah, I said it. Maybe a bit. Yeah, is that the land coming back up? Oh no, it's just a little bit of an underwater cave thing that I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, something like that. I think. And then... No, I need my shield. Yeah. This is not going to be a pretty boat. This is not going to be a pretty boat at all. But... it's going to be a boat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long. And then a couple like that, just so I can give it a little bit of shape. I think. I am going to have to put a ladder along, up the side of this thing, I think. Oh, that was not a good placement for that. Yeah, like maybe one ladder there just to get... Just so I can get up. Little lifeboat there. I'm amazed Show hasn't come along and shouted at me because I'm doing fishing type stuff. To be honest, I don't even know if Show is here right now. No idea. Right, let's make a ladder so I can get back up. I'm fairly sure you can climb ladders like that. Yep. And then... Small bit of deck there. Not deck. Just a little bit going up. And then, actually, these slabs that I screwed up in terms of making. Yep, that's nice. I like. It's simple. It doesn't look great, but... weirdly works. Actually, let's make a couple more slabs. Something like that, I think. And yeah, you can still get back up, so cool. Cool. There. Because we all want to be not able to see where we're going. Yeah. Fantastic. Let's go fishing. Look, if I didn't think my numbers were going to be down because of MCC being on now at the same time as me streaming, the numbers are going to be right down now. I'm just literally sat here fishing, pouring myself a glass of Dr. Pepper. And I got a standard fish. It might be a good idea for me to put chest on board. Luckily, I've got enough wood to do that, so... Oh dear. Ugh, pufferfish. There we go. Oh, that's different. Tripwire hook. Ooh. I mean, it's not exactly useful to me, but it's nice to have. All right, let's make a double chest. Where fishing cramp can go. I mean, I am kind of very much hoping that we fish up a bow. So I don't have to make a bow. It'd be even better if said bow ends up having mending on it. That noise freaked me out for a moment. No, that was just a squid. Just a squid. Coming out. Ah, fish. What can you expect when you're fishing? On the plus side, even though we're not getting any goodies, so to speak, we are still getting some food, so it's not completely the end of the world. Oh, nice. There's dolphins over there. I don't know if they actually affect anything with fishing, though. Also, what is that? Ooh, there's some ruins over there. I'm not going over there. I don't want to activate those ruins because I'm fairly sure it'll have a spawner of some description in. Mm-hmm. Right. I've also just noticed that the audio meter for my mic is about a second behind. So let me just restart my audio drive. Testing 1 2 1 2. Oh, that's better. Don't know why the audio drivers ended up behind then. No idea. Yeah, well, it's kind of just how it works, I suppose. Plop. Wait a minute. Oh, I can fish from third person. Oh, the boat looks terrible. The boat looks horrendous. Oh. Okay. I might actually have to do something about it then. Oh, wait, hang on. I realised that sound was not coming out of my headphones for a moment, which meant you guys couldn't hear sound either. There we go. Is it worth it with shaders? Might not be worth the extra like. There we go. Oh, I enjoy this way too much. But it does look good. I do need to get rid of that. That line of dirt is ruining the look. Big time ruining the look. Oh well. Alright, let's disable shaders. It's not actually necessary, is it? Come on, fish. Start biting. That'd be nice. Sploosh. Alright. Let's actually do a thing that would be useful then. Alrighty. I don't think I've got anything from the fishing just yet that I'm actually particularly interested in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Man. We are so close to the shore. Wow. It started growing grass. I should pick up all this really, shouldn't I, and not leave it in the ocean. Leaving crap in the ocean is bad. And polluting oceans bad, okay? Let's just buy it. Where's my horse hole? Over here. Come here, horsey. That wasn't even on full strength. Hey, Christina. How's you doing? I guess that's not gained anything else. Why would it gain anything else when I'm not actually running in a position for the farm to be running? Yeah. Alright, horse hole. There we go. I can't believe I'm having to use blinking horse holes. Why did I come back here? Oh yeah, to drop that off. Don't need them. I don't need any of this stuff. Do you want to keep the arrows on me as a just in case? Because if we get a bow, it'd be nice to actually test said bow. Methinks. Whoops. Yeah, meant for that to happen. Definitely. Yeah. How bad does it look? Oh, it looks horrendous. Then again, I built this, which also looks horrendous, but I'm so proud of it. How full of mobs is it still? Not particularly full. But stuff is dumb enough to fall in now. Okay, cool. Really? Spiders fell? Dumbasses. And the sun's going down. Let's board a little fishing boat. Let's sleep out at sea. Because why not? This might be a really stupid idea. I wonder. I don't even need a ladder. As long as I have a boat with me, which I almost always will. Alright, one more line and then we sleep. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Damn it! I was wanting something nice. Something not fish. I can't remember how long it normally takes me to get a decent rod. I don't think it normally takes me all too long, to be fair. So I'm hoping that I get enough XP from this to maybe put together a decent rod from rods that we pick up. Possibly. Yeah. This is how this is working. Is that leather? No, that was salmon. This is gonna be my life until I pick up something nice. I want to get a decent fishing rod. I want to get a half decent bow. Damn it. It's just kind of necessities. I could go back to the village, do a bit of kidnapping. Not bone, a bow. As in a shooty thing. Bow as in bow and arrow. Not bone as in insides of Cumin. I don't know why that's where my mind went, but sure. Okay. Well. On the plus side, I'm looking at the mobile YouTube Studio app. And first episode of How Not to Minecraft. 228 views. How? I'm not even kidding. How? That is ridiculous, the amount of views it's gotten. For an episode 1 of a single player series for basically an unknown channel. I was expecting 30 views. 200? This is incredible. So, honestly, blown away by how well that's done. Oh! Oh! Unbreaking 3. I need to do a thing. Wait, no. You're coming. You're going in there. You're over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I need to get some iron. Good. I like it when I see fire over here. It means that the iron farm is doing iron farmy type things. Awesome. The pillager's going, which is always good. Oh, that should be plenty of iron for what I need. I'm going to make myself an anvil. So I can start combining rods together. Hey, Gollum. Cool. I'm gonna need to clear out all those roses at some point as well, aren't I? Not right now. So, I'm thinking an anvil, which is, you know, a heavy object. Brilliant idea to have a heavy object on board. Enchantment cost 2. Roddy. Not Rodney, but Roddy. Yeah. My humour is sinking that low. And I'm not even ashamed. I know I should be, but I'm not. So we got a fishing rod that is not gonna break as quickly. That's good. But it hasn't got any enchants to change its ability to pick up the good stuff. So this could still take a while. This could take a long while. Ah, well. Yeah, well. Fish. I'm just going to boot up the stream on my phone to make sure that chat is working, because oh no, it's just no one said anything on YouTube yet. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I was getting a bit worried because I hadn't seen anything pop up on YouTube. Always fun. No, I should be expecting a quieter evening. It's MCC night. Everyone's over watching MCC, so it's going to be quiet. It's not necessarily a problem. It just, it'd be quieter. You know what it means, though? I can be chill. I haven't got as many people here expecting cool things from me. Actually, saying that, even if I did have more people here, if you're expecting cool things from me, then you're in the wrong place. Just saying. I'm not particularly good at being cool. Actually, I'm going to reword that. It's not that I'm not particularly good at being cool. It's just that I'm not particularly good at anything. I think. There we go. I don't know what I'm saying. I've actually got no conversation today. Wow. I had a successful stream yesterday with lots of conversation-y type stuff, but... Well, me being talkative, but today I got nothing. This is not good. I need to be able to keep talking. I've only been live for 41 minutes. 42 minutes, nearly. I want to keep it going for at least... keep the stream going for at least 2 hours. So, yeah, today I have actually been focused on doing YouTube stuff. That might actually be why I'm struggling for conversations, because I've been recording today. So I'm literally just bleh. But I've been recording episode 2 of How Not to Minecraft. So I'm thinking I might actually be able to get that out next week. Not sure when next week. But yeah, we're going to have a second episode of How Not to Minecraft this side of Christmas, which is nice. I'm also currently in the middle of potentially reconsidering how I do uploads. You see, for the last few weeks, I've been pushing out many videos, many YouTube shorts, which, don't get me wrong, it's fine when I'm doing lots and lots of streams, because it means that there's then lots of content for me to pull from. But as you probably noticed, the streams have slowed down a smidge. That's because, real life is a thing. Ugh, real life. Which then has meant that I've basically run out of content to pull from for YouTube Shorts. I have got episode 1 to pull from for content. Episode 1 of The Forever World. And I probably should pull content from that for at least one short to promote the new world even more. Oh gosh, I'm having to do marketing. I don't like marketing. The joys of being a YouTuber. You have to promote your own content. Marketing sucks. Yeah, Salty gets it. How you doing, Salty? How goes the ocean drain? I've not been over to your channel for a little while, so I do apologize. In fact, I'm fairly sure the last evening that you were live, I was working. I mean, I finished work before you went live, but Actually, had I? No, you'd gone live just as I was finishing work, but by the time I got home, it was basically I'm going straight to bed kind of a deal. Ocean Drain goes well. It will be done for sure. Yay! I need to have a look at when I'm in work, because I'm fairly sure I owe you some helping times. Oh, I'm working Thursday. But I'm not working Friday, so I might be able to, depending on how I'm doing energy-wise, I may join you on Thursday. I'm not going to make any promises, though. I mean, it's not that work is particularly draining of energy. It's washing up. For those of you who don't know, recently got a new job. Pot wash at a pub. It's not a particularly difficult job. Yeah, it's not particularly well paid. But it's a job, it's an income, so can't complain. It's better than nothing. Because, unfortunately, I'm not monetized on YouTube. Working on it. But I'm a long way off monetization on YouTube, despite what the sub count says. This is the first year hearing of new job, so yay, job. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Last year would have heard Salty was me losing the last job. So, yay, job. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still in the early stages of job. But I've been added into the proper WhatsApp group now. Which is nice. Everyone there is really nice. The fact that it's at a pub means that after work, if we're wanting to do after work drinks, he's right there. Yeah. Well, in fact, that's part of the reason why I ended up late home on Thursday last week, is head chef offered us kitchen staff a drink each. I was like, sure, I'll go for a pint. I don't tend to drink beer. I'm not a beer drinker. If I'm going to drink anything, it's not normally beer, it's normally cider. It's not very much cider either. Ooh, lily pad. That's nice. Oh god, yeah. Drink responsibly. Mm-hmm. I know my limit when it comes to alcohol, and I know my limit is not particularly high. Part of that, I think, is down to me being underweight. Part of that is down to the fact that I don't tend to drink very often, so I'm just not used to it. It's not a huge problem. It just means I've got to be careful. But, yeah. I'm not planning on being at the pub forever. I'm hoping to get something a little bit higher paid. I'm not necessarily going to say sooner rather than later, because actually the team there are nice. I'm enjoying I'm enjoying being alongside the people that I'm with, so on that front I really can't complain. If I could live off YouTube, I think I would. I don't get any money off YouTube at the moment. Haven't got the watch time. So those of you who do YouTube will already know the requirements. Those of you who don't necessarily do YouTube or haven't looked into monetization all too much, you will probably think, oh, you need 1,000 subs. And yeah, that's part of the equation, but the other part of the equation is watch time. And it's not total watch time on the channel, it's watch time over the last 12 months. And that's the kicker. If it was total watch time, I've got it. But because it's watch time over the last 12 months, yeah. Living off YouTube would be amazing, but it's a big milestone to even get to. Yeah, It's a completely unrealistic goal, and I'm well aware of that. I think step one for me is aim for monetization. I mean, lately I've seen extremely healthy channel growth. In the last 2 months, I've seen a growth of about 100 subscribers. Not 100 subscribers. Not quite, but, you know, around that ballpark. Which is beyond bonkers. Part of that is I started pushing lots of YouTube Shorts up, actually because of the short that I did praising Salty doing well. That's the reason why I started pushing as much as I did. So I've seen a bit of growth from that, but views across the channel have kind of gone up because of that. So yeah, Salty, it's your fault that I'm doing better. Thank you, Salty. Well played, Salty. Well played, Salty. Actually, I could look through stuff. Glad it could be a catalyst for growth. Hell to the air. I'm fairly sure it was well played, Salty, that I was looking at. Yeah, well played, Salty, as in the short, is sitting at 8.7 thousand views. Can I get some of that? I'm growing more, but I'd love to reach 300 by summer. Everyone, go sub to Salty. I mean it. I'm being deadly serious. Salty's great. He's a wonderful human being. Yeah, 8.7 thousand views on that one short. The recent short that's done the best? Is it that one? Peak Door. The mobile version of YouTube Studio is telling me 11,000 views on that one. Which is, again, bonkers. If I'm to search all of my YouTube shorts... Let's see. Oh. 11 versus... 9. Oh, okay, we're losing a name. I'll do the name last. If I search all of the YouTube shorts sorted by most viewed, Peak Door is 4th, Well Played Salty's 5th. I will have way more content come. Bunch of Squares 6 starting up. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of waiting for Bunch of Squares 6 now. And I know we're still a ways off. There's part of the reason why I've started my Forever World now, rather than waiting till after New Year, is just to fill the gap. I know Bunch of Squares 5 is still technically going, but we've got, what is it, 3 weeks before the server closes? I genuinely don't have the time to start a project and finish it. I don't think. I mean, I could pick a small project and do it, and maybe do it over the course of a week, but end on New Year's Day. Yeah. I think that's about 3 weeks away. No, hang on, 13th. Wait. Hang on. 1, 2, 2.5 weeks. Yeah. So I could risk starting a new project and risk not finishing it, but I don't think it's worth the risk. Don't get me wrong, there's stuff I wish I could have done. Also, don't need to do it as project stuff. I'm sure there'll be some hangouts to be had in the final weeks. Oh yeah. If I'm about, and people have said that they're online, then I'll join it. I might even record, but in terms of my main main series, the Starship was kind of the final project. No, I want to organise a hide and seek date. That could be cool. I know you were talking about that. That could be very cool. I don't think I've got any particularly good hiding spots in my base, though. Not sure. Not sure. But yeah, How Not to Minecraft. Episode 1 is currently sitting at just under 4 hours watch time, which isn't enough for monetization, but it's still doing incredibly well compared to everything else on my channel. I think the only video that was doing better by this point in time after release was the last episode, A Bunch of Squares. And that's because I don't want to say clickbaiting, because it isn't clickbait. Well, at least I don't see the title and thumbnail as clickbait. The title of that video is I built a starship in Minecraft. I did. I built a starship in Minecraft. That's literally what happened in the video. I'm fairly sure everyone watching this has probably already seen the video as well, so you're also well aware of the other little things that happened in the video. But you guys know me, I tend to go for relatively slow-paced videos, so the main event of the video is quite often the only event of the video. The little heist that I did in the latest Bunch of Squares video was because I had run out of resources, and I say heist, it wasn't actually a heist in terms of permissions. DICE had given me permission to use the wool farm. It was just a case of funny content. I don't think DICE had quite realised how much wool I'd needed, though, for the starship. I hadn't realised just how much wool I'd need for that starship. That starship is huge. Yeah. Also, it might accidentally feature in episode 2. There's no limit to the wool available. Yeah, that's why I had no quarrel in terms of taking wool. I mean, I could probably take wool within 5 minutes. The chest would all be refilled, so, it's not an issue. Okay, not quite 5 minutes. It does take a little bit longer than that, but the point still stands. Yeah. I have recorded a clip which does involve the starship. Not the version of the starship that's on the server. This is in my creative testing world. Am I seriously not getting any fun stuff at the moment? I'm not, am I? What's the point of having Luck of the Sea if it's not actually going to give me any more luck? What is it? Luck of the Sea 3? Yeah, no, Luck of the Sea 2. Okay. Honestly, I'd have thought we'd have a better fishing rod by now. Maybe I'm just being impatient. That is highly likely. So I have got a slight plan for what I want to do for Bunch of Squares 6. I say a slight plan. It's kind of a plan that has the... I am impatient. Okay, cool. It's kind of a plan that has the ability to grow and adapt to whatever happens in the season, I think. I can't remember if I've actually said the plan publicly yet, so I'm going to refrain from saying my plan publicly. Yeah, I need something which won't be completed in a week, because otherwise that's going to be a really rubbish plan for a season. But also something that doesn't lock me down completely, because if I get bored or whatever I'm doing, I need the ability to shift on something else. Otherwise, burnout happens. Not gonna lie, with the Starship, I was burning out hard. I just was pushing through it though, because I wanted to have a project that looked sort of good on the server. I'm still trying to figure out how on earth I got accepted onto the server as well. Bear in mind, I think when it was a huge build. Yeah. Oh, Nautilus shell. Nice. No, still trying to figure out how. Well, you know that now, but at the time of me applying, I'm fairly sure it was a push for content creators. And don't get me wrong, I was a content creator when I applied, but it was being at a point where I hadn't really touched Minecraft properly for, I think it was about 2, maybe 3 years. All of my content at that point in time would have been Truck Sim. The content is currently private as well, meaning this, the stuff that is on the YouTube channel does still exist, just not publicly, because I want this channel to be a Minecraft channel. I might push it onto new channel. Haven't decided. Yeah, the Truck Sim stuff did weirdly well, but then again, I burnt out with that. I did burn out with Truck Sim. That was doing like 1 recording a week. I really wasn't pushing it all too much. But here I am. I'm playing Minecraft a lot at the moment. I mean, what's this? I've got Hardcore at the moment, which is what we're currently on. A bunch of squares coming up soon. And How Not to Minecraft, which I'm pitching as a forever world. So a bunch of squares, How Not to Minecraft, they're 2 essentially huge projects. Put Hardcore on the side as well. Hardcore, I honestly don't think it's going to last hugely long, just knowing what my ability to die is like. I think once I start actually playing through the progression of the game, I'm going to get into trouble. Don't get me wrong, I think it could be quite entertaining to see me go for the Ender Dragon, but knowing my ability to play this game, I do have this funny feeling that the end of the season is going to happen before I get to the end. I reckon I can make it to the Nether. In fact, I could probably make it to the Nether now if I was really that desperate to. But I'm quite enjoying just playing it slow. Have Hardcore World, but it's been on hold for a long while now. Might do streams of it in January between squares 5 and 6. That is fair. I think part of the reason I started doing hardcore was actually to break up the sessions of building a starship. I was still, I think, first attempt of hardcore, I was still building the saucer section. Which is, yeah. That's how burnt out I was getting. I needed to just do something I'd never done before. There we go. Book! Ooh! Ooh! That's actually a decent book. I think Efficiency 4, Riptide 3, Smite 4. Okay. Right, let's put that there. Hardcore started as a build challenge video, turned into streams, and it was very fun, but since I was doing villagers, I got burnt out. Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to reveal what I'm doing in episode 2 of How Not to Minecraft because spoilers. But there are villagers involved. That's basically revealed the whole thing. And I'm kind of dreading certain aspects of it. You know what I'm like with villagers. Oh. Okay. OBS dropped network remote. That's fun. Oh yeah, I tend to not quite follow standard progression in the sense of I do fishing more than I do villagers. I don't think I've ever built a trading hall. Whoopsie daisy, internet died. Yeah. Oh, that didn't pull. Yeah, okay. Caster Labs isn't pulling. Hang on. Caster Labs isn't pulling chat. You see, yeah, stream visuals don't. Alright, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fix. Okay, can I refresh it? Oh no, Cast Labs is now saying that I currently do not have an active public live stream. Yes? Yes, I do. Fairly sure I do. Alright, do I just restart Cast Labs? Let's see. This might do it. Not sure why network went down though. You do not have an active public live stream. Yes, I do. We might not be able to pull it back. Boo. Alright, okay. Let's see if Twitch is still working. The Twitch side is still working. Oh, and now Cast Labs is saying. Okay, cool. We've got chat from both platforms again. Love tech. Think it's delightful. Got to be heading out anyway. Best luck for stream continuing break. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again soon, Salty. Yeah. I'm just thinking, if I do pop back onto Bunch of Squares, I'm going to have to go back a version. I think Bunch of Squares is still running 121.8. I'm currently running 121.10, which is already a version behind. Damn. But Bunch of Squares didn't see the point of updating so close to the end of the season. And I get it. Because we're writing it. Well, when 121.10 came out, we were already talking about closing the season. I say we, the moderators. But a lot of that was because there was not very many people playing. It happens. You have a season that lasts for 2 years. People are going to get tired at the end of those 2 years. That's why you do server resets. It pulls people back in, gets people excited about the game again. Okay. Hello there. How you doing? So I'm not being hugely talky today, which is not great. I'm just kind of sat on my really rubbish fishing boat. And I'm fishing. Yeah. This has literally been me since I built this thing. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I love the fact that I can fish in third person. Just, yeah. This is kind of... boat good. Thank you. I'm not particularly fond of the boat. I might redo it, but then again, it's a hardcore world. I don't know how much effort I actually want to put into builds. Just because I'm well aware that I'm very good at dying in this game. Oh no! It's raining. Boo! Well, plus of the rain is I think it speeds up how fast you can fish, so we get more casts, more chances for actual decent stuff. How much fishing have we done, bearing in mind we only started fishing today? Times used. 106 times already. We're not quite at Grian levels of fishing, but you know, we're fishing. I do find it quite nice and relaxing though. Also have a PC, but a bit slow. What should I do? By the way, I know English, but sometimes I don't understand things. No worries about not always understanding things. I am English, and quite often I don't understand things. In terms of knowing what's slow on the PC, it's could be a combination of things. So it would be a case of having a look at what hardware you got, figuring out what's bottlenecking. I'm not hugely up on what hardware is currently considered good. Also, it might even depend on what operating system you're running. You're saying PC, so I'm going to assume Windows, which is, if you're on a low-end machine, actually really not very good, just because Windows has quite a lot of bloat in it that slows down the machine. So yeah, I'd have a look at what CPU you're using. Have a look at how much RAM you're using. Potentially RAM speed, but from what I've heard from actual IT professionals, not necessarily. Acer, Intel, Inside Iron, PC, Acer. Okay. Acer, Intel, Inside, PC, laptop. Okie dokie. That's probably Googleable, actually. What's Google? Acer, Intel, Inside, PC, laptop. Acer laptops with Intel Inside feature Intel processor like Core Ultra, Core okay, so it's a whole range of machines rather than just a single a single thing. Okay, so yeah, have a look at. Oh gosh, you said laptop. I can't really say anything about laptops versus towers because I'm also running a laptop. But my laptop is overpowered for what it is. So in terms of the specs that I'm running, I've got a Core. Is it i5 or i7? Oh no! Now I'm having to pull up my task manager. I believe it's an i7. Okay, yeah. I'm running a 12th gen i7. It's an i7 12700H. Its base speed is 2.7 gigahertz with 20 logical processors, 14 cores. RAM, I'm running 32 gigabytes of RAM, which has a speed of 4800 MTS. My OS is on an SSD. It's a 1 terabyte Samsung. Samsung SSD 980 1 terabyte. Which is NVMe in its formatting, in the physical formatting as well. So it's quite a fast SSD. My GPU is a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti, but it is the laptop variant of the 3080 Ti. So what that means is, in terms of actual speed, it's probably equivalent to a 3060 because the mobile variants. 4 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte storage. Okay, don't know processor. Assuming you're on either Windows 10 or 11, because most systems are nowadays, 4 gigabytes of RAM will chug. Which, I think that's probably your bottleneck. I would potentially have a look on Crucial.com, run the scanner on there to see how much RAM your motherboard is capable of running. Windows 11. Yeah, Windows 11. Okay, so that means you should have at least a relatively modern CPU. Okay. Terabyte storage. I think terabyte storage is nowadays is kind of bare minimum. I mean, my OS drive is 1 terabyte, but I've also got 2 external drives. One external is a 2 terabyte hard drive that was originally actually in my second PC, but I pulled it out, reformatted it, and it's now my games drive. Plugged in using a SATA to USB adapter. And then my second external hard drive is a 1 terabyte SSD, go via USB-C. And that's where I store all my video footage. Okay, how are PC prices where you live? Could you just tell me the prices? Don't understand English very well. So it very much depends on what you're wanting to go for. You could get a reasonable work or office standard laptop or PC for about 500, and I say £500. But when I say office standard, you're going to be looking at something that's got at most Intel i5 with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and in terms of graphics power, you're going to be looking at Intel Integrated or whatever the modern version of Intel Integrated is. So it, in terms of gameplay, won't be particularly very good. In terms of things with a GPU in, that's where prices start to hike up big time. This laptop, I bought it, when was it? 2021. Partway through 2022, I think it was. And it cost basically £2,500. If you're wanting something that's got power, you're needing to shell out money. There's no two ways about that, really. A good way to go about that, though, could be to get a cheaper tower. That way you get all the components of a tower that you need to at least get something running. Get yourself a PC. And then over time, as if you're capable of saving up money, get yourself a GPU. I believe 30 series GPUs are the price of 30 series GPUs. I think might have come down. I'm gonna have to look. I don't actually know. NVIDIA 3080. Let's have a look at NVIDIA 3080. Missed the catch. Price. Okay, this is coming from Amazon, so the price could be way. Okay, so have the money, but family won't let me buy it because I have a PC and they say it's pointless to buy it. I can't convince them. Okay, yeah, that's fair. If it's if you have a working machine, then yeah. I would say you're on a laptop. That does make upgrading a bit tricky. I would have a bit of a Google. Google the exact model of your laptop. See, have a look at what motherboard is in there. Google how much RAM that motherboard is capable of taking. I have a feeling your biggest bottleneck will be the amount of RAM you've got. 4 gigabytes of RAM really won't do very much. You're going to struggle. You're going to struggle just running your operating system with that nowadays. Which is ridiculous. It shouldn't take 4 gigabytes of RAM to run an operating system, but that's the state of Windows nowadays. Depending on how confident you are, you could swap it out for a Linux distro, but that depends on how computer literate you are. I personally building a system is very expensive in Turkey. Yeah. It's not cheap here in the UK either. I was having a look at parts the other day because I want to eventually swap this laptop out for a tower. And for the kind of specs that I would want to go for, yeah, I'd be looking about £3,500. I mean, you're probably looking at me and thinking £3,500 for a Minecraft channel, but that's because I use my PC for more than just Minecraft. I use my PC laptop as a laptop. I use it for 3D modeling and all that, and doing 3D renders. So, ideally, if I'm moving over to a tower, I want a system that's got something like 64 gigabytes of RAM and at the very least, graphics card wise, 5060. Yeah, 5060, RTX 5060, or whatever the AMD equivalent is. I don't know AMD, so I can't help with AMD's hardware. I just know that I just know that the 30 series cards, they're decent. I'm running a 30 series mobile 3080, but they're getting old. They're getting old. Hey, look, a bone. I fished a bone. Tell you what, though. £540 for an RTX 5070. What's that got? Hang on, what's that got VRAM rise? 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Thank you for the information. Have a good day and best wishes. You're very welcome. Hope it was helpful. The best advice I can give is do a bit of research for yourself. I'm not hugely up in modern hardware because I haven't had to be. However, as this laptop slowly disintegrates, I am starting to look more and more into these things, and I'm thinking, oh god, I've got to save up a lot of money. Because, computers cost. I'm not even kidding. Computers cost. I do think it'd be cool to be able to do a custom build, but I don't know enough to really pull off a custom at the moment. I know people that have offered to do a build for me, and it's like, if I was to pay them for the parts, but it's like, no, if I'm doing a custom build, I'd want to build it myself. That's kind of where the fun is, isn't it? Ooh, we're getting lag spike. We didn't get this yesterday. What's different? Genuinely unsure. Huh. No, need that. That was stupid. It's going dark. It's not quite dark yet, though. Okay. Now it's dark. No, maybe... Yeah, no, we're dropping frames like mad. Okay. I've been live for an hour and a half, so I might... Right, pause the game. Pause the game. Because the encoder should not be struggling with that. I might see that as a sign to do indie streamy things, because I've been live for an hour and a half. All I'm doing is fishing. It's not as if I'm doing anything overly exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, and you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this over on Twitch, feel free to follow. If you want to keep up with everything, Discord links are down below in the either channel description or stream description, depending on which platform you're on. And yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it. Good night, the internet.